Is charging your electric car too quickly secretly harming your battery? We all love the convenience of a fast top-up, especially when time is tight, but could those quick charges be silently reducing your EV's lifespan? Before you plug in again, here's what you need to know to keep your battery healthy for the long haul. To understand the potential effects of fast charging, we need to know what fast charging really means in the world of electric vehicles. Generally, when people refer to fast charging, they're talking about chargers rated between 7 and 22 kilowatts. These types of chargers, often found in homes, workplaces, or smaller charging stations, provide a steady flow of power that can usually fill up a battery in a few hours. This is perfect for overnight charging at home or while parked at work, giving the battery a boost without putting it under heavy strain. But there's also rapid charging, which is something different. Rapid chargers use direct current and are usually rated between 50 and 150 kilowatts or more. These chargers can top up a battery incredibly fast, sometimes in as little as 20 to 30 minutes. However, with that speed comes a lot of power, which puts extra strain on the battery cells. Rapid chargers are ideal for times when you're on a road trip or need a quick top-up to reach your next stop. They're not meant for everyday use though, and frequent rapid charging can impact battery health. So fast chargers provide a comfortable level of charging that's great for everyday needs, while rapid chargers give you the option to charge quickly when you're in a rush. And now that we know the difference, let's tackle the big question. Does charging your EV at higher speeds reduce battery life? The short answer is that fast charging for daily use doesn't have a major impact on battery longevity. But when it comes to rapid charging, the story changes a bit. Studies have shown that frequent use of rapid charging, especially at high speeds like 150 kilowatts, can accelerate battery degradation over time. For instance, a study comparing two Nissan Leafs found that batteries exclusively charged with rapid chargers showed a 16% faster degradation rate than those charged with standard fast chargers. That's a significant difference when you consider the long-term health of an EV battery. The reason for this accelerated wear and tear? Rapid charging pushes a high current through the battery, which generates extra heat and places stress on the internal structure of the battery cells. Over time, this added strain can reduce the battery's ability to hold a charge, which means you may find yourself needing to recharge more often as the battery ages. Let's dive a bit deeper into the science behind why rapid charging impacts EV batteries. Most EVs today use lithium-ion batteries, which have a complex internal structure. When you charge a lithium-ion battery, lithium ions move from the positive side or cathode to the negative side called the anode, where they find tiny parking spaces within particles of graphite. But there's a catch. When charging happens too fast, the lithium ions don't have enough time to settle in those spaces. Instead, they build up on the outside of the particles, a process known as lithium plating. Over time, this buildup decreases the battery's overall capacity. Another factor that plays a major role in battery degradation is temperature. High-speed charging generates a lot of heat, which significantly raises the battery's temperature. When temperatures get too high, the battery's internal resistance decreases, making it harder for lithium ions to settle into their proper places. This isn't just a minor inconvenience. When it happens repeatedly, it can permanently reduce the battery's lifespan, causing further deterioration and a gradual loss in the ability to hold a full charge. So how much of a difference does rapid charging really make for the average EV user? For most people, using a fast charger like those rated from 7 to 22 kilowatt is perfectly safe for daily use. These chargers don't put significant strain on the battery and are designed to give you a solid charge while allowing the battery to rest. But if you find yourself relying on rapid chargers frequently, say on a daily basis or even multiple times a week, it's possible that you'll see a faster decline in your battery's capacity over time. It's a good idea to reserve rapid charging for times when it's really necessary, like long road trips or when you're in a pinch. Think of it this way. Fast charging is like taking your EV for a regular jog, while rapid charging is like pushing it through a high-speed sprint. Occasional sprints are fine, but regular sprinting sessions will wear you out much faster than a steady jog would. Let's talk about some practical tips for keeping your EV's battery in top shape, especially if you occasionally rely on rapid charging. First, monitor the temperature of your battery. Most EVs come with a built-in battery management system that works to prevent overheating during charging, but it's still a habit to avoid charging in extreme temperatures if you can. Charging in very hot or very cold conditions puts additional stress on the battery, which can cause wear over time. Think of the BMS as the cooling system of your battery. It helps, but it's best not to push the battery into situations where it has to work extra hard to keep things balanced. Ever wondered how much of an impact temperature really has on battery health? Another tip is to keep your battery level between 20 and 80% most of the time. Charging all the way up to 100% might seem like a good idea if you want the maximum range, but it actually puts extra strain on the battery. Many EVs even slow down the charging rate after hitting around 80%, which can be a good indicator that it's time to unplug and hit the road. Have you noticed any changes in your EV's battery life depending on how you charge it? Real-world studies help us understand just how much of an effect rapid charging can have on EV battery health. For instance, the US Department of Energy conducted a study on 2 Nissan Leafs under different charging conditions. After 50,000 miles, the Leaf that was only slow charged retained around 75% of its original battery capacity. The good news is that EV manufacturers are constantly improving technology to help reduce the impact of rapid charging on battery health. Newer EVs are designed with advanced cooling systems and improved battery management systems that help keep the battery's temperature steady even during high-speed charging. On top of that, solid-state batteries, which are in development by several companies, promise to be more resilient to rapid charging and have longer lifespans than the lithium-ion batteries used in most EVs today. So what's the bottom line? Occasional rapid charging isn't something to worry about too much. Today's electric vehicles are built to handle a certain amount of high-speed charging without significant issues. But if you want your battery to last as long as possible, it's best to prioritize fast charging when you can and use rapid charging only when you really need it. It's all about balance. Fast charging meets your everyday needs without causing significant wear on your battery, and rapid charging is ideal when time is of the essence. With these tips in mind, you can maximize your EV's battery life while still enjoying the convenience and flexibility that electric vehicles have to offer. What's your personal approach to charging? Do you stick with fast charging, or do you find yourself relying on rapid chargers more often? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content on EVs and sustainable technology. Drop a comment below with any questions or thoughts you have about EV charging, and we'll be happy to dive into the details with you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.